that sound again. This should do the trick. The door swings in suddenly, slamming back into the walls. Fuck! I step inside. The curtains are drawn. In the half-dark, I can see a fold-out table in the corner, a bookcase laden with Leanne's law books, a long canvas with a sheet over it in the corner. No sign of Baily. Wow, I'd love to have all these books. Weird to see such a cheap table in this house. Maybe that canvas is why the doors were roped shut. Oh dear. What do you want to look at first? Let's look at the table. Odd that in such a fancy house, which was eloquently described...
This table's a sacrifice table.
Oh dear. It's the kind of table you'd pack to go camping on a family vacation. Plastic top and dindly wooden legs. There are a couple of books dumped on top. I sift through them. Alice Through the Looking Glass, Glanville Williams Learning the Law, Demons and Witches of Ireland.
Okay.
I should take these just in case. Pretty crazy reading list. I should take these just in case. Actually, no.
Wait. She's gonna take all of the books?
No, I'm just leave them.
But what if you need them?
Well, I'm not supposed to be in there if it's cut with rope, right? Or if it's blocked off.
If it's cut with rope.
It is now.
Yeah, but, okay. You probably shouldn't be in this house, period, because this is how you die.
Pretty much. Let's check the books before we check the canvas. I wander over to the bookcase. Beautiful, leather-bound volumes. I hope I can get into BU next year. Don't really want to apply out in DC. Leanne told me she might have a job for me doing admin stuff at the firm during the summer, but she keeps putting off talking to me about it. Oh, 'cause you're gonna die.
Okay.
Oh, she's gonna go look at the canvas. I take the sheet by the corners and pull, letting it fall to the floor. Weird. Leanne is not an artsy person. I get down onto my knees to check it out. The fuck? I squint in the dark. It's an oil painting, depicting a young woman, strung up by her wrists between two trees. People in masks stand below, holding flaming torches. In the air above are baby angels. Cherubs or something? But the weirdest thing is that it looks vandalized. Someone has scribbled all over it. It's hard to make out, but I think it says, "Candy, Candy, Demon Board of Clay. How many kids did you kill today?"
Oh.
Right. There's a note taped to the corner. Look at that note. It's a
Do you
folded
want to?
Too late! It's a folded sheet of paper held in place with tape. I unfold it. Hard to read the writing in here. John, told you so. Nobody thinks it's legit. But I have it on good authority it is. Just no idea who painted it. That's Candace Wheatley. Being strung up. She's basically your girlfriend these days, right? Ha! I know there are no official records of it, but she was tried, and the townsfolk brought her up to the woods and murdered her. The same way she murdered those kids. Except for, draining her blood and drinking it. According to the legend, she screamed and cursed. Her teeth filed to fangs to tear the flesh of her victims, gushing blood. She screamed for hours after she should have been dead. Apart from the whole fang thing, though, she was a bit of a babe, don't you think? Anyway, we're not sure who, but someone eventually cut her down and buried her up there. Grave is probably unmarked, but I also heard people who have gone hiking in the woods claim to have seen it, but they never know exactly where they saw it. Funny how that works. Anyway, this is worth a penny or two, so please don't damage it. See you soon. Greg. Greg must be someone from town. Maybe the Greg that owns the hardware store? Oh? Oh dear. Let's look somewhere else. Well, I checked all of this. Go back downstairs.
This is really creepy.
Yes. Let's go outside then. The front door is still locked. Baily couldn't have gone outside. I'll just have a quick look. I open the front door and step onto the porch. Oh, that's cool. The sound changes to like outdoor. I open the front door and step onto the porch. It's cold out.
Yeah.
The pines loom around the house, silent, swaying guardians at the edge of the forest. Down the long drive, far across the treetops ahead, I can see the lights of Coral Cove. If it's one thing I liked about living in a small town, it's that I can still see the stars at night. Now the car is parked by John's garage. Honda Accord. I copped so much shit for that brown hunk of junk. Uh-oh. It's damn cold. Better go inside. What's that?
Oh dear.
What's that?
Oh
I
dear.
stooped down on the wooden porch. My red Converse are sitting by the door, covered in mud. That's weird. When did I get muddy? I didn't think it even rained today.
Was she possessed by the witch? This is my problem with playing stuff like this. Like, the things that I imagine in my own crazy, scared head are probably worse than what the game actually. The game is leading me and I'm following willingly, like a lamb to slaughter.
Good thing I didn't trek it through the house. Oop, let's go back inside. Let's go back in the kitchen and check. And notice the wind. Floor-to-ceiling glass doors lead out onto the redwood deck. I can see the pines swaying outside. The deadbolt is locked. Baily isn't out there. Still a little dizzy. I can use some fresh air. Uh-oh. Oh, shit!
Everything, breathe a little bit.
That scared the shit out of me.
They're really good at creating, atmosphere. Jesus.
My goodness. I gasp. Turn around, my back pressed to the cool glass at the door. Fuck me, what was that? I stare through the half-dark, searching for the source of the noise. I think it came from Baily's room.
It's a marauder! Or something worse. Much
I dash through the hall and into Baily's room. Baily? I look around. The nightlight is on. His bed empty. And there are the shards of glass scattered over the carpet before the broken window. The fuck? I mutter. A peculiar mix of anger and anxiety twists in my gut. What the hell happened? Fuck this!
Nope.
Nope, I'm going to see this through. What the hell happened? I'm careful to step around the broken glass. Wind from the forest outside blowing in and whipping my hair about my face. I can't see a rock or brick or anything. What broke it? Baily? I call out into the darkness. Are you out there? The pines sway in the breeze. There's no way he's out there. All the doors are locked. He's only 4. You couldn't throw anything hard enough to break this window.
Unless he's a Satan baby.
Ugh. There's no way he's out there. He must be somewhere else. Maybe I should check. Christ, I don't know! I mean, the myth does say that kids are buried out there and they're killed in the forest and stuff.
And apparently she's been possessed by the witch or something, because her shoes are all muddy. She was inside the closet at some point, because that's where the mud had been tracked. There's a knife missing. She woke up not remembering anything. All the pieces are there.
She's got a cut on her face.
Okay, so that was a struggle.
Let's go somewhere else. The glass is mixed with Lego on the carpet. It's cold. Night air filling the room. Curtains dancing in the soft breeze through the broken window.
Can we really quick discuss what a minefield that is? Legos and broken glass? That's cruelty. Is what that is to your feet.
You better have like cement
Steel-toe
blocks.
boots are not good enough.
Just throw cinder blocks over everything and walk on them. We couldn't be outside, but a responsible baby should check, right? Leanne and John will fuss over their son before a broken window. I'll deal with this later.
You better be the responsible babysitter.
Let's go outside. I grit my teeth. So cold. And there are jagged shards of glass sticking out from the windowsill. I place my hands carefully on the windowsill and start to lift myself through. Wait a sec. I lower myself and take out the soda bottle. I grip it backwards in my fist and use the bottle to knock out the rest of the broken glass. That's safer.
Oh, so you used it after all. Interesting.
Nice. I toss the bottle aside and climb through the window, onto the soft earth outside. This will be a fun thing to explain.
Now I wonder, had you not drank from that bottle, would you have taken the rest with you and been able to do this?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you would just been, nope, I'm not thirsty, and you would have just had to cut yourself going through that window.
Perhaps.
Very
Very cool.
Baily? I lick my lips and step further away from the house. I'm shivering. Baily, are you out here? I'm not mad, I promise. God, I feel ridiculous. There's no way a 4-year-old managed to get out of the house and then somehow smash that window in. But, like, what else could it be? I'll just look a little bit longer. This is pointless. I'll just crawl back inside. Carefully.
Why didn't she stick her head out and stuff? Whole body. What?
Why didn't you just go downstairs and go outside?
Yeah.
Because now the house is locked.
That's exactly why she has to crawl back inside. Which is dangerous.
My breath is misting. I step further away from the house. The forest is looming ahead. Pine needles shifting slowly to the ground, scattered by the wind. Baily! I cough, staggering. It's too damn cold. I shiver, dizzy. The wind picks up and blows specks into my eyes. I clamp them shut, gritting my teeth and cursing. Ah, shit! Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't think my heart can take another one.
We're going to have to mark this for mature audiences.
What is this? What am I hearing? Oh my god!
Oh dear.
Eyes closed, staggering, I shudder inside. The wind stops suddenly, bathing the night in silence. Quiet, but for my own staccato breaths. I rub up my eyes. Ugh! I spit. My mouth tastes like blood. I can feel the horrid chill caress my sides like someone holding me. Someone icy. Broken nails and fur growing on ancient fingers. I spin around, blinking the dirt in my eyes. What the fuck was that? What? Ugh! I knew it was stupid to come out here. Oh god. Oh goodness.
It was.
Oh goodness. Oh
It
goodness.
would be your end.
I run back towards the house, to the soft green glow of the nightlight through the window of Baily's room. I carefully crawl back inside, goosebumps prickling up all over. I turn and look back through the window. The night is cold and empty. Pull yourself together, Sarah. Just find the kid. Whew. Okay, I guess we gotta go with this one.
See, the more you do, the more you freak yourself out.
Let's go back to the kitchen. Well, we didn't really look in the lounge much. We just picked the soda and the lamp.
But there's nothing else to do there, remember? After you
Kitchen-
said he wasn't in the lounge, it just described the sofa and whatnot.
Yeah, the kitchen was, kind of
I'm kind of hungry. There you go.
Yeah, and then, of course, the dinner table. I should check the dinner table? That's interesting. Leanne got one of those big rich person refrigerators that are all shiny and reflective. It's a shame there are so many flyers and papers pinned to it with alphabet magnets. Not to mention the calendar. That's interesting to note. Christ, it's already September? John wants me and Mom to go to this. Baily better not have gotten to the candy. Huh. Wow. Leanne's firm has a lot of big events this month. No wonder she doesn't make it back to Coral Cove much these days. That's curious. It's a flyer for Coral Fest. I used to love going as a kid, but it's lame now. Yes, she's a teenager. I should talk to someone about changing the images too. The cartoon witch is getting super old. I think John is the only one who cares about those old stories, and he didn't even grow up here.
That's why he cares. If you grow up with it, then you're like, oh, this is boring now.
Sometimes I feel like I should move out of this place.
Me too.
Oh. Leftovers, half a cake from Leanne's birthday, about a quart of milk, plenty of beer, candy is untouched. Nothing
This sounds
I
like
feel
a bachelor's fridge, not a family's fridge.
Yeah.
Well, gotta go somewhere else. What about the table?
Yeah, that's awkward. I remember when John bought this table, it looks like someone just carved a slice of massive pine tree and polished it up. Leanne was so worried Baily would hurt himself on all those uneven edges. There's a bag with a tub of ice cream sitting on the table next to some scattered envelopes. Didn't I put this in the freezer? I shouldn't read the mail. It might be down here. I open the bag. Fuck, it's melting everywhere. Doesn't look like we even ate any. I could have sworn we did. Baily's gonna be upset. Chocolate and vanilla is his favorite. I shouldn't read the mail, but...
But you're a snoop, admit it.
I leafed through the envelopes. Looks like Leanne and John love their junk mail. Only a couple of real letters. John got something from Boston.
Oh, lovely. That's
really
remember that
shouldn't
was on his
sneer.
list of places to check out.
I'm a snoop. Whoa, weird letterhead, that's for sure. Dear Mr. Campbell, in regards to your recent inquiries, I'll ask you to please cease and desist. I understand now that both my colleagues and I have told you more than once that all the questions you have about the history of Coral Cove and the surrounding woods can be found on Wikipedia of all places. There is nothing more to Candace Wheatley than what you already know. So let me reiterate. She died in the Coral Cove in 1688. Historians suspect it was typhoid. No charges were never laid against her. If it weren't for your revered reputation at Harvard, I'd not be wasting my time with you. We are serious about what we do. We don't pay credence to folk tales that stigmatize our beliefs and practices. Kind regards, Bill Van Stry. Theosophical Society of Massachusetts.
He sounds like an egghead.
Yes.
Look how high his diction is. Stuffy professor type.
Should I actually poke through this one? Leanne got some from AT&T.
I mean,
sure, why not?
Possibly in there.
Lots of calls to the firm back in Boston. Sometimes I wonder why they don't just move there. John grew up in Lexington after all, and the commute must be horrible for Leanne. I really shouldn't snoop. Too bad. You already did. I squat down and peer into the dark under the table. Just a forest of deeply polished chair legs. Damn it, Baily. Make this easy for me. Oh. The brass knob of the door is all tarnished and it's locked.
We found it, folks. We went back up to the
study.
The study, and then
It said
shows he must be downstairs, so that's an alternate path.
I'm kinda glad. Pretty sure last time I was here, Leanne said the lights were dead down there. Must be some keys somewhere in the house, though. I'll try the keys from upstairs. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do I really? I try a couple of keys, but the third one fits. Of course. I turn the knob, and the door opens. It's super dark down there. I can use my phone as a torch, I guess. Fuck this, I'll look somewhere else.
You know,
Nope.
that's funny. It kind of gives you, like, the alternate route you'd wish people in movies would take. Like, why the fuck are you going into that room? Say fuck this and head the other direction. Then there wouldn't be a movie.
Yeah.
So you can't choose that, Nico, because then there wouldn't be a game.
I take my phone out and use it as a flashlight. I don't really want to, but I better check everywhere. Oh dear, it's so dark down here, even with the phone. And now it's colder than upstairs? Question mark?
How is it, dear?
Oh, yeah. Well, it is. Look left, look right, side. Fuck this, too dark. Which way?
Right?
I guide myself slowly to the right. A few sealed boxes of John's things from upstairs are piled in the corner, along with a cluster of dried sage. Interesting. And another journal.
Which used for witches.
Another journal like the ones in the study. Sage is used to, cleanse something, too, so they're trying to get rid of bad spirits. This journal is marked Candy. Sage? Candy. I flip to the journal, his writing more erratic, less academic. It's just a whole book about Coral Cove and Candace Wheatley. Here's something. Haley sent through the diary kept by Father Joseph O'Hara, 1687. It has in-depth discussion of Candace Wheatley's trial. She's specifically tried for witchcraft. O'Hara goes into detail about how she claimed she didn't murder any children. Witness testimony says that she was seen drinking blood. He basically describes a renewal ritual. Old becoming new, ancient devouring youth. This is groundbreaking stuff. Candace claims it wasn't her. She said something made her do it. A woman. Father O'Hara writes, possessed by a hag. A woman coated in fur, stinking of horse and urine.
Didn't the mud in the room stink of that?
And the hands that grabbed her when she was outside were covered in fur? The townsfolk believed Candace Wheatley to be the Whisperwood witch. But what if she was just a puppet? There are many accounts of witches in both America and Europe that describe young women being forced to act strangely, even violently. Always women. It's what led to so many innocent girls being burned at the stake. But killing children and drinking blood? Wow. From what I learned about renewal rituals from the society, If Wheatley had killed not just one, but 3 children, it means the Whisperwood witch could still be alive.
Her mouth tasted like blood.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yep.
They kept mentioning it. And she's a young woman, Sarah. So we have a lot of reason to believe that she's possessed by a witch.
Fuck.
And there's mud on her shoes, which means she probably took the child out back and buried him.
Mm-hmm. John is in way too deep. If I were Leanne, I'd want him to keep all this crazy down here too. Oh dear. Sage. I pick up the sage. I wonder what this is doing down here.
Take it with you.
One end of it looks all burnt up. It smells good though. Take it with you.
So to the left.
To the left. I wander over to the left. No furniture or anything. There's a UPS parcel though, about the size of a shoebox. I stoop down, holding my phone closer. It's addressed to John, via Harvard. It says from someplace called the Theosophical Society of Massachusetts. I peel back the folded cardboard. Just a whole bunch of packing peanuts. And a letter. I wonder why it's down here in the dark. I read enough of other people's mail for one night. Nah, girl, better read this.
Oh, okay.
I stand up and unfold the letter, holding the phone over it so I can read. Hi, John. Been a while. Funny how ever since you knocked up that lawyer, we never hear from you. Almost like you forgot where you came from, huh? Your letter was unexpected. You living in Coral Cove? Thought you were smarter than that, given what you learnt about that place when you were with us. Just gonna ask 2 things of you. 1, don't be a fucking idiot. Use this to write your paper, or whatever it is you're doing, and send it back. 2, if you're stupid enough to live in Coral Cove, just do me a favor and stay out of the woods.
They're living by the woods.
And remember that witches have power over young women, so be careful who you involve with this. I miss you. Haley Aldwell, Theosophical Society of Massachusetts. P.S. I heard Bill sent you a letter. Basically pretended he didn't know you. That must have hurt. I'm sorry. Wow. She sounded so mad. I wonder what she sent him. Oh dear.
Something that's possessed you. Why would he have a young woman babysitter? Oh my god, all the pieces. All the pieces. Yeah, was he trying to sacrifice his son?
Right? Look to the side. Or to prove his point that it's real, that she wasn't, she was wrongfully tried.
Baily was just a pawn.
I walk over to the side, in the direction of the cool air. The carpet is filthy. Dirt and stinking mud smeared all over. Holy shit. There's a massive hole in the wall, torn into the clay, blowing icy air into the den. The carpet around it is torn up, roots hanging from the moist earth, containing the entrance. I walk up to the hole, lean down, and hold my phone up. Wait. I peer deeper. I reach out and pluck a torn bit of cloth.
You skipped one, dear.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck!
Take 2.
I walk over to the side, in the direction of the cool air. The carpet is filthy. Dirt and stinking mud smeared all over. Holy shit. There's a massive hole in the wall, torn into the clay, blowing icy air into the den. The carpet around it is torn up, roots hanging from the moist earth, containing the entrance. I walk up to the hole, leaning down and holding my phone up. Wait. I peer deeper. Oh, fuck. Fuck me. I reach out and pluck a torn bit of cloth that's clinging to one of the roots. It's fabric from Baily's superhero pajamas. Is Baily actually down here? Fuck my life. There's no way. I'll look somewhere else. Nah, girl. Mm-mm.
Your life is already over. I hate to break it to you, but it's forfeit.
Oh dear. Should I? Oh, I'm scared.
You have to.
I hold my phone close and get on my hands and knees, gritting my teeth against the cold. I crawl into the passage. My breathing is short, ragged. The walls of the passage brush against my sides, my free hand clawing at the earth and dragging me forward. I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can't believe you're doing this either.
I keep going. The tunnel turns and twists. A steady stream of water is trickling in, running in. A little river between my knees and back the way I came. I grunt, grabbing a thick root and hoisting myself up a steeper passage. Baily! Sighing, I pull myself all the way up. The air is cooler up here. Baily, you little shit! I keep going. I can see the opening. Minutes later, I push up through freshly turned earth, my hands reaching out and gripping the forest floor. I drag myself out of the hole, panting, laying on my back, covered in mud and sweat. The pines are all around, ominous, needles falling about me in the wind. I'm gonna ask Leanne for the biggest raise when she gets home.
Or are you gonna quit your job because you killed their kid?
Alright, we can go to jail.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. I'm thinking about the more obvious problem.
I stand up, wiping the dirt off my face. I swallow, feeling my stomach turn and my mouth dry as I look down at the hole I just crawled out of. It's right before a withered granite headstone. Fuck this. Just fuck this. Seriously? Maybe it's not real. It's just a rock, right? Yep, fuck this. Where's that fucking kid? Nah. I lean forward, holding my phone up to the gravestone. It's so old. Words are half faded and cracked with moss. I can barely just read. Candace Elizabeth Wheatley.
Knew it.
1669 to 1688. Faith without works is dead. I back away from the headstone. I start to call out for Baily, only taking my eyes off the grave when I can hardly see it anymore. I stamp through the windy forest, shivering, my voice aching from screaming Baily's name. I can smell smoke in the air. Ahead beyond the trees. Is that a house? I walk closer, twisting and turning between the pines. Not a house. A cabin. I walk closer, the light from the
cabin in the woods, really?
I walk closer, the light from the open doorway hurts my eyes. With a shaky hand on the banister, I step up the porch. It stinks like mud and shit. Earth scents mixed with piss and the stench of a barn. My voice shakes as I walk inside. A wood fire in the corner is burning under a rusted steel pot. A pile of pelts lay on the corner, wolf skins and bear skins, moldy and rotting. A table to my right is laden with pots and pans packed with dirt and animal bones, bowls of herbs and shriveled squirrel corpses, and this can't be. It's the missing knife from Leanne's kitchen. It's covered in blood. How did it? That makes no sense. Shaking, I reach out, fingers brushing the handle of the blade. I remember I'd been standing on the porch, waving goodbye to Davis, the delivery guy who brought the ice cream. It was still light out. Baily was so excited, jumping and running about my feet like a hungry cat. Don't worry, I chided him as we walked into the dining room. You get to pick your flavors first, I promise. I want chocolate one, and I want one with vanilla, he said, grinning at me excitedly, little hands clasping the hem of my shirt. All right, okay. Did you pick up your Legos? He bit his thumb and looked at me, shaking his head with a frown. You promised to pick up your Legos, right? He looked down at me ashamed, nodding. Well, you go be a good boy and pick up your Legos. Then you'll come get ice cream, okay? He jumped up, excited. Okay. I remember watching him run down the hall to his room, clad in his superhero pajamas.
And then everything went black.
Then what happened? I'd put the ice cream down on the table and I'd screamed. There was a woman in the kitchen, naked, dirty, so dirty she looked hairy, her head a mane of scraggly brown sticks. My cry caught in my throat. As quick as I'd seen the woman, she was gone. But I moved with a foreign compulsion. I strode purposely into the kitchen, pulled the knife from the rack without a second glance. And then I walked down the hall to Baily's room. But it wasn't me, right? What? I remember doing it, but it was more like watching. I was a passenger in my own body. My hand was an ancient claw, grabbing him from behind, feeling his little walls reverberate through his throat against my hand, watching his little hand spill Lego all over the carpet. No, fuck it, fuck that, I didn't do that, I didn't. I dropped the knife onto the cabin floor, shaking, hyperventilating. I fall to my knees, my face contorted in silent wails of torment. I didn't do it. Flashes before my eyes, wet blood on my hands, trudging through the forest mud as the sun began to set, a limp body dragging behind me, a little figure strung up between the trees.
Oh God!
Warm blood in my mouth, down my throat, the woman chanting, crying, cackling with glee. It wasn't me. She made me do it. The woman made me do it. It wasn't me. collapse onto the floor, my phone slipping from my hand. I shudder at the sound of footsteps behind me. Gentle, weightless, a hand on my shoulder squeezing. Slowly I look up. The woman is naked, caked with dirt. Her skin is young, lush, pink. Blonde, messy hair about her face. Her soft lips peeled back, fangs caked with blood. I clamp my eyes shut and scream. Outside, my cries stifled by the pines swaying in the icy midnight wind. My pain is a moment. I'm tossed away. A life poisoned by age is useless. I rise up a moment later, lofty and alone. The trees tossing me this way and that. The pines brush back and forth, carrying the voice of a shrill choir barely heard. Whispers of the innocents lost to the woods. The youth eaten by the ancient thing that stirs in the woods above Coral Cove. And the voices from out that choir shall be heard. Nevermore.
Well, fuck.
Wow. That was crazy. Holy shit.
Damn, this is gonna have to be a single feature. That was intense. This must be camping.
That was...
How are you feeling, Nico? You a little shaky?
Yeah. I mean, that was amazing. Brian Holland did an amazing job at painting such a vivid, vivid imagery.
And laying all the clues down heavy.
Yeah, like the groundwork just led up to it. Like, man, that was intense. Good lord, that's crazy. Man. So again, this was Whisperwood by Brian Holland, Tim Cuozzo, and Brian did that amazing eerie soundtrack. Again, the links will be in the description. This is the entry, one of the entries for the Asylum Jam of 2016. If you enjoyed that, do give them a vote. I believe there's a couple days left to vote for your favorite. This is, man, I
That
still got
definitely gets a
goosebumps.
thumbs up from us.
Yeah, man, I still got goosebumps. That's crazy. All right, guys, this has been Need to Know. Got another one coming up.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Stay in the know, gamers.
Stay in the know.